everyone, I'm Caroline and welcome to my home on the hillside here in Wales, and today I've got a haul video for you. Now every week I try to do a haul video that costs £10-ish. Today's haul cost me £10.25, so I've gone slightly over. Now I've shown you these to start with because I'm going to use this to empty out what's in here. So let's go straight over to these little baskets. Now they were 50p and there are 4 of them. So I thought that was quite a good price for a lot of very convenient storage, especially if you happen to be doing a haul video and you need a little basket. Now, these are going to be useful when I'm actually crafting. I can keep groups of things, like if I'm using several stamps, I could keep in there a couple of stickers or things in this one. I could keep a couple of embellishments or buttons in, so I can put a nice little array of things around me so that I can reach them easily. So I'll pop these over here and we'll get on with this. I think, as you can see, this cost me £1. So let's open it up and see what's in here. Very flattery. We bring in one of our little bowls. And we've got some of these. Now the decorations, I'm not sure where these came from, what shop. I got them from the thrift store. And I just love the colour. I think the colour's very in for this year. It's green. It's not a bright green. It's a very pleasant green and it's got ferns or something on it. So let's see how many they are. No, I'll just grab a drink of water a second, sorry. There you go. You can hear me gulping. I'm going away on holiday, so I'm making quite a lot of videos and it's amazing how dry my voice gets. So I've got 3 of those. And 3 little ones. So my options are oh dear, another glass of water, another gulp coming up. So I can either leave these as they are, which I'm tempted to do. They are so pretty. I really don't want to alter them, but then again I can change the colour if I want to. You could just use them to decorate any little bowl like that, but that's not what I'm going to do with them. I haven't quite figured out what yet. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, put some jute twine in there and turn them into hanging Christmas decorations. Maybe a little bit heavy, but it could be done. Because of that there, I could stack them up. So I suppose I could do 2 big ones. Oops, they're very slippery together. And then a little one on the top and make some sort of something. No, that's not working. I'd need a middle-sized one. If I had a middle-sized one as well, they'd make quite a nice tree topper or something. But I haven't. So I'm not sure. They'll go in, like if you're making a little fairy garden, you could pop them in, especially the smaller ones, just onto the soil to make them look cute. So there is £1 worth of charity shop buys, which I absolutely love. And don't need any work done to them at all, but you can do work to them if you want to. Now I've got a big pile of something next. 16 of them for £1. Or 16 for 99p, and it's these. Now, doesn't that look like a snake or the end of a Chinese dragon kite? So I've been wondering whether there's any way I could use it for that, whether I could make a little hole in each of these, because they're little, well, I'm not quite sure what you'd call them. Party dishes, perhaps? Little individual serving somethings. But I got them because I thought they'd make lovely flowers. Put something in the middle there. I don't think I have anything I could put there at the moment. No, I suppose if we stood one of those in there. No, that's far too big. But you can see the sort of thing I mean. So we could put that with some rather large stamens and make them look quite whimsical. Pop them on a little piece of green twig and they look lovely in the garden. So that's probably what I'm going to do, but I am really tempted. This is really making my imagination go wild. I'm thinking, what could I do with that? There must be something I could make. What would you do? Can you think of anything I could do with this using the articulated foam there? If I put some elastic running right through it so that I could bend it. What would you make with those? Any ideas? Oops. So put those to the side. And that's a lot of plastic for 99p. And also, if these things don't sell from charity shops, they end up going to the local dump or being recycled. So it's great when you buy something like this. You're actually helping the environment as well. Right, let's pop those over there and go for the next thing. I always check out the frames in the shop I go to, but this wasn't from that shop. This was from a different shop, and it cost me 25p. And somebody got something inside here. Travel. Life is like a long journey. That is why each day becomes a precious memory. So there we go. That's what that is. And it was 25p. I like to leave the price on if it's not going to damage the item. It reminds me in the future when I'm using it just how much I paid for it. I can really enjoy the bargain more. But in my usual shop where I look for frames, I got this one. Now, you know, my usual shop frame price is 50p. It's a little bit grubby on the back, but this flock stuff, it always is grubby. You've always got to take some sellotape and stick it and pull it off, or use a lint roller on it. Never comes to me looking very black and clean. But I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I can stick a picture in it, and I think that would look lovely. I can distress the outside or paint it completely. That's such a shame with brass. I think I'd rather leave it brass. But it just looks like it could be a clock. If I put it that way so you can't see the back bit, it looks like it needs a bell on the top or something. It's just, for some reason, these little feet are really reminding me of a clock. So I may do something like a clock. It would also make perhaps a very old-fashioned weighing scales, but not as much as a clock. I just think that's got the look of a clock. Ooh, there's my mister on. You can see that's very dirty, isn't it? Ooh, that's going to take some cleaning. But still at 50p, I don't mind. I'll clean it. So let's pop that over there and get our next item, which is a mouse. I just love this mouse. Look at that. He's ceramic. He's got gold. I'd rather it not be gold, but I can make do with the gold or paint over it. But this was 99p, and it's lovely fine bone china. He's a lovely mouse. Somebody probably paid a lot for this originally. Look at that little face. Look at that. Isn't he a cutie? His little hands saying, hello, I'm so cute. Please could I have some cheese? I'm thinking of using this either in a diorama, or I really love the idea of using this in a wreath. But the only thing is, he wants to go now. He's feeling very nervous because one of my other buys was meow, a cat. I could put a cat sleeping there and the mouse creeping up on him because he's asleep. But this cat cost me £1. I love buying these wooden animals, and not the smaller ones like this, but some of them can be really costly. So I'm getting quite a collection. I've got, if I look over there, I can see other cats. I've got a wooden teddy bear, a sheep, a dog. So I quite like my collection. And again, I want to use these in my craft in some way. When I said looking over there, my dresser Betty is over there, and that's where these are. So I'm not quite sure. I think she's a little bit fat for this way, for sitting on a wreath. I could lie it more flat that way, but I don't think that's going to look good. So I'm going to come up with another idea for that. I did wonder whether I could drill a hole through there and then put a lamp coming through, or find a lamp with a very thin arm on it and put it through the cat, and then I'd have a cat lamp. So I like that idea. Not sure if that's what I'm going to do, but I am seriously thinking about it. And speaking of lamps, I was in the car boot sale, so this isn't strictly a thrift store buy. And I got this lamp. I asked how much it was. I thought they were going to say £1 or £2. And it was 50p. Now, one works, one doesn't, right? This one doesn't. I think it's just a case of the buttons, because I got two. If I turn this one on, that's purple, and then it does. Well, it did at one point change colour. It doesn't seem to want to change colour now. I'll leave it there, turned on. And you never know, it may change colour. So I got these. Mainly, I saw this and I thought, oh yes, hot air balloon, definitely. Oh, it's changing colour. It's going to a lighter blue. I thought, yes, this would make a lovely hot air balloon. I could put a basket underneath and put something in the basket, like a mouse. Perhaps not. And, oh, it's going yellow now. And I think it's starting to go orange through to red. But then, if I bring my cat over, they're the perfect base for putting the cat on. If I drill a hole and put the hole through the little gap there where he would normally have a gap, it wouldn't be drilling through his shoulder or something. So I may do that, or I can take the balloon right off, put a different sort of lampshade on the top and still use it as an electric lamp, leaving the bulb in. So I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go on those. I do have two, so I can make one into a hot air balloon. I could even make a hot air balloon with Santa in the bottom for Christmas. And I could turn this one into a cat lamp. So I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do. What would you do with these? Would you use the two and make a pair of something? Or would you make individual things? Oh, it's like a pair of eyes. Ooh. So I'll turn this off. You can see it does change colour, but very slowly. Right, now it doesn't want to turn off. There we go, turned off. So I'm going to try this one with some new batteries, and I'm hoping that that one will work, and then they'll be both useful as lamps as well as just having the plastic balloon shape. All right, so pop those over there. Oh, they're very difficult to put down. They're really light. You wouldn't, I could just sort of throw them around, but then they don't stand very well because they're too flimsy. The next thing I've got, and this takes my purchase price up quite a lot, it's this. £2.50 I paid for this, but it's an easy bow maker. Now, I usually make bows on my own. I don't use a bow maker or anything like that. But I saw this and thought, I wonder how good that is. I haven't opened it yet, so let's have a look. So it's a plank with a dowel, which doesn't fit. That's a bad start, isn't it? Let's have a look what else is in here. Oh, there's the other dowel. I thought there was only one. So it's not a problem in that I can just carve a little bit off the ends, take them into a bit of a point, and they should stand in there. And then we've got the instructions. Don't know if it gives us any indication of how to get a dowel in. Hammer required for assembly. That would explain it. Right, tap large dowels into large holes and small dowels into smaller front hole. There's a smaller front. There's two different sides. No, there's a little dowel. What's going on here then? I can't see a smaller front hole. No, that's weird. So that's going to be interesting. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. And then this one doesn't go anywhere. Have they stuck the sticker over it? There's a little nail there. I wonder where that came from. No, there isn't a hole for the little dowel. Pull this out. If you've got one of these easy bow makers, please let me know where this little dowel hole should be. Oh, as seen on TV. Oh, well. Easy illustrated instructions. But it doesn't say where my third hole is. I've got two. No, there's no indication at all as to where that third hole should be. I can see now why somebody hasn't used this, because it's missing a hole. That's not a problem. I'll just get my drill when I know where the hole is supposed to be. They said at the front, it's not under there. Anyway, getting distracted here. So if you got one of these, if I turn it up the right way, create bows the easy way, could you let me know where this is supposed to go? I have no idea. There isn't even a dip there. Nothing at all. Not under there. Nope. So when I know where that goes, then I'll just drill a little hole, and then I've got myself an easy bow maker. Are these the same size? Yeah, I think they are. Let's try those in there. Right, I'll stop fiddling with it now, but I'm going to have a lot of fun making bows with that. I was going to show you making a bow with it, but I can't. Dowels are larger than the holes to create a press fit. Use a hammer to assemble. Oh, there we go. So they did. Now, come on. You're going to need more than a hammer to get that into there. That needs work. So let's pop that away with all its instructions. I'll be disappearing in a second. Sorry. Whoop. And I'm back. Right, let's have a look what I've shown you. I'm getting all jumbled up now. I'm trying to do 3 haul videos in one day because I'm going away, and I'll be away over 2 times when I need to put a haul video out. And I've got 1 more haul video before I go. So I'm working like crazy. My poor camera is going to explode. So I've got these little pots. Now, let's have a look. They're from Wilko. There. They came in the pots. But I love buying these. This is a succulent. I think this may be a cactus. Not quite sure. Somebody's decided to paint over the top with this colour blue, which is a lovely colour blue, but I don't like these pots myself. So I don't know whether, I probably won't take the plants out just yet, in case I change my mind. But if I need to use these plants, then I'll just pull them out, throw the pots and the gravelly hard bit in the bottom away, and then I can use them as plants on something else. If you take them out of these, you can even use them on a wreath. If you want to make a wreath and have some lovely greens and things, a very minimalist wreath or a very serene wreath, things like that. So I'm going to leave them in there for the moment, which is a nuisance because now I'm storing 2 big pots just for 2 small plants. But for me, I just rather not take them out and then think, oh, I needed some succulents in pots. So they'll stay in their pots for the moment. Put those over there, and we've got, what is it with me and vases with florals and resin in the bottom? I've done it again. Now, I stuck this on here because I keep forgetting how much I paid. So that's my price, 50p. And we're at the same point again. So I may need to warm this up. But let's see. Let's try giving this a pull and see if they'll come out. Not a chance. I think being triangular is not a hope. Oh, I pulled those off. Oh dear. They go back on there somewhere. So let's have a look what we got. There's 2 that fell off. I'm not quite sure what they are. And there's the 3rd one. Now, even if these come off, if I show you, that comes off. Now, I may not be able to get this out. But if they do, if you take these off your florals and you use them, don't throw these away because they can come in very useful for lots of other things. I have here to show you some leaves and things I've been making. So, where's it gone? There. You can actually attach your own. Some of these are a bit gloopy. I couldn't sleep the other night, so it was like 3 o'clock in the morning I was making these, and they look pretty good at 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I got up and thought, oh dear, you didn't half make a mess with that hot glue. So you can use these to put your own accoutrements and decorations on if you want to. You can make some flowers to pop on there. So always hang on to these. They're very useful. Even if you've got one and it's the base of a pick and you cut the tops off and you've got lots of little bits sticking out, they come in very handy. So moving on, we've also got these irises. Now they're smaller than, I don't think, I've got some little irises and they're still not as small as this. So I think they're smaller than usual, but they're so pretty. Purpley blue colour. You can see when you put all the foliage around, they make a lovely display all on their own. But I won't be leaving them all on their own. I'll be using them with something else. So that's going to be quite fun to use. I love the colours on there. So what was your favourite? While we're chatting about favourites, up here, there, I'll pop a playlist of my other haul videos if you want to catch up on those, if you've missed any. Which one was your favourite? We've got the florals, we've got the mouse and the sleeping cat. We've got 2 balloons. I won't put the other one there. I've got this strange thingy there. We've got some succulents, a frame, some balls, some baskets, and a frame. I think that's it. Yep. So which is your favourite? I think looking at these, oh, it's difficult. I think the thing with the most potential is going to be the balloon lamp. The thing that I find the cutest is the little mouse. I think he's lovely. Let me know in the comments which one's your favourite. I'd love to know. Right, well, I'll see you all next time. But until then, don't forget, have fun. Bye.